So yeah, I did this big... That doesn't shock me. Silver's just not even surprised. I did this big dramatic thing where I was like, do you know what? Fuck all of the drama. I'm going to just be here and everything's going to be wonderful. And thank you all for being here. And then it was like, SJ, we can't hear you. Okay. I'll just scoot over here. Embarrassing yourself early, I say. Yeah, I know. It's just like what I do. So, yes. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Tuesday.
Get better from now.
Yes, it can only really
Challenge
go up.
accepted.
No. That when things go bad. But yeah, so we're here. We're going to be kicking straight into the travels today, I suppose. Our party would have woken up in the morning and they were promised that there would be a cart left outside for them. And they have all of the journeys.
That certain individuals, for a completionist point of view, want to go kick down the door of a manor, finally. First.
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, that's true. In that case, let us... I just realised I'm on a map that I was setting up for other things. I'm like, whoa, where did all of those come from? Let's not do that. Let's go on to Phandelver. And let's move the party over to the Stonehill Inn with their wonderful bunny mascot person that I absolutely adore.
Still creepy as fuck.
Oh, it's creepy as hell.
But yeah, some people thought leaving antagonistic brigands annoyed in a mansion and a town at their mercy was a bad move, you know. Yeah,
people were like, yeah, there is potentially still a house full of people. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah. And then there's the people that just don't care. Meh. But here we are. So the party will have woken up at Stonehill Inn. It's up to you guys. We can keep everyday role playing that comes down, has breakfast, hangs out, says hello to each other, or we can skip that daily and just go straight to leaving the inn.
Well, Caliban's roommate might cause a bit of fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, did we get dupe drunk? I can't remember.
I had no involvement in getting dupe drunk.
It was never explicitly said that people were getting dupe drunk. However,
yes, it was. Caliban said it.
If Caliban wants to have gotten him drunk, Caliban could have gotten him drunk to see what a drunk goblin is like.
I mean, they can only have so much,
right? I mean, you're not wrong. Actually, that's exactly what's happening. Dupe, was spending all of the day yesterday running around like an excited child. He was so happy to be with you guys. He was running around town really happily. You were told, you were advised by Mr. Edomath that it potentially grab some normal clothes for him and hide him away a little bit. As you all start gathering for breakfast in the morning, you come downstairs and there's a bunch of shocked people staring at what is essentially a goblin face down on the bar.
That's my boy. Caliban, did you not even take him upstairs?
Listen, this is part of initiation. If you can't make it to your bed, then you can't go on the long journeys.
Well, can't even really argue it. So Toblin's behind the bar. He's kind of he seems amused more than anything. He didn't cause us any trouble, but what the hell was up with this one? He's specifically looking at Caliban as he remembers seeing you drinking with him last night.
I don't remember a thing of what you're talking about.
I suffice to say, I don't think he's going to remember much of it either.
You'll love it.
He said he would.
Goblins in general.
Are you
I
saying
look at
that?
the barkeep, they are genuinely not joking. Although he has said he would look after the goblin.
Darren Edermath has said he'll take your goblin under his wing.
It sounds like an adoption.
That's what the kids are calling it nowadays. Sure.
Well, okay. I could have him. I can take him up there myself. Won't be till later, but we can make it happen. You got some strange things happening around you lot.
Indeed.
You don't know the half of it.
Dealt with.
So what seems to be the plan today? You're off saving the town from red brands one day, and from the sounds of it, you've been knocking on pretty much every door in the town yesterday.
Sildar, he had a few errands that he wanted to run. He's obviously recuperating himself, and we simply stepped in because we're at somewhat of a loose end.
That makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
It's about the only thing that has since we've got here.
Well, we're certainly appreciating the help. Well, is there anything I can give you for whatever you've got planned for today? Do you need any food to take with you? Some bottled drinks, or?
We might be back shortly. Apparently someone from Bath and Supplies should be around with a cart in a couple of hours, but we've got one further errand to run in town before we leave.
Oh, that's fair.
I stick a couple of gold on the... Well, no, I don't. I stick a gold on the counter. If the gentleman from Bath arrives before us, get him a drink, and we'll go from there.
Oh, sure, not a problem. I'll keep him here and entertained until you get back. He takes the gold.
And if you could prepare for us... Sorry. And if you could prepare for us some food for the road, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well, I'll wrap you up some rations. That's not a problem.
Thank you.
Certainly paid enough to be looked after, at least.
Damn right we have.
Okay. he kind of side eyes and then kind of carries on with his duties. He scoops up Dupe off the counter. Dupe kind of makes a half-hearted swing of his arm. Oh, no, sleep. And he carries him into a back room. There is a bit of a puddle of drool where he had been standing.
Are we going to go back through that delightful, or are we going to go politely knock on the door this time?
To be polite about it, but yes, we should go through the main door this time.
See what we've missed. Okay. So from the sounds of it, we're going to walk up to the... Actually, up the path this time, Sean.
Yo, you're going to go up to the actual front door today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta be polite sometimes.
Okay. I'm going to move the map over a little bit. So, the party takes a lovely walk out past the Sleeping Giant, which is still sitting pretty vacant, up a slightly winding path, with a bit of a steep incline up to Tresendar Manor. Tresendar Manor in its day must have been absolutely glorious. It is a large manor house. Really, you can see... There are certain parts of it that have fallen to ruin, essentially. There are a few rooms with their walls crumbled. You can almost walk straight in. To be honest, most of what appears to be the ground floor seems to be in disrepair. Apart from a few what seem to be empty barracks. There are several beds, quite nicely made. But there has definitely been movement in here. Seems to be absolutely empty now. The majority of the tracks leading into the house, if they don't go to these two rooms, lead straight to the cellar doors. in the far back of the main office, in the main entryway.
Well, we may as well see if there is anyone still here.
Okay. In that case, give me a second. I'm going to move you back onto the Red Brand hideout map, but as you go down the stairs, you're going to go somewhere else on it. I can't remember if you guys are still even in here. Yes, you are. I'm going to scoop you up. As you come, I'm going to change. This music doesn't seem appropriate anymore. Let me just fix that. Let's get some darker ambience going instead, because this is. And we'll get some.
Still slightly creepy.
That's all right.
We'll get some creepy sound effects. Yeah. So essentially, what happens is you walk down the stairs into the cellar, or what first appeared to be a cellar. Yeah, you come in onto a very small landing with staircases on either side heading down into the room where I've put you. I just assumed you guys would come down because there's not much else. It's it's not a big landing. It's only just over 5 foot wide. So when you walk down into the cellar, there is a door beneath the stairs to the north, and there is a door to the kind of northwest, and there's also a rather large cistern on the western side of the room. There are walls around here lined with kegs and barrels.
Gonna wander over to the cistern. Clear enough water?
Yeah, it seems to be. Roll me an investigate.
Oh. Sorry.
Or a perception, whichever's higher. Either one will work.
Hang on. Sorry, it's a new character. Things are in different places. So investigation or perception, yeah.
Yeah, either one's whichever one's higher, and anyone can do this if they want to also investigate the cistern. It's rather.
I think we're good.
Yep.
Jesus. Okay, opening the night with a natural 20. All right, that's how it's going to be.
I opened it with a 1 last time.
I mean, that's fair. Essentially, this when you first walk over it, it appears to be like just a rectangular reservoir. It's clean, filled with cold, fresh water. It's about 10 feet deep. There seems to be drain pipes leading down from the roof of the manor that fill the cistern. It's clear, relatively nice drinking water. It's clearly been filtered in from somewhere. This manor has clearly been really well equipped in the past. As you look, you notice just along the south wall of the cistern, just about here, hanging about 2 feet from below the surface of the water, you notice there is a small satchel hung on the side. It's almost impossible to see at first glance. However, you know, with the way the way you looked, you are absolutely fine.
Catch my eye. 2 feet down, yeah.
Yeah, literally reachable with your hand if you lean.
Well, first of all, actually just stick my little finger in the water, just to make sure it is water.
And not perfect acid.
Your finger doesn't come back out.
Yeah. Do you remember the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Well.
Oh, yeah, it basically essentially melts your hand away. No, yeah, it seems to be absolutely fine. It's strangely chill to the touch, but other than that, it seems fine. Just nice, cool water.
In which case, roll up my sleeve, and I am gonna fish out the satchel.
Okay. It is, as you pull it out, the water runs off its surface. It's clearly designed to be submerged in water and keep everything within it perfectly dry.
And what is in it?
As you open it up, you find a couple of things. It's a mimic. It's a bag-shaped mimic. You find a couple of things. There are 2 potions. There's a potion of healing and a potion of invisibility, quite clearly marked. These are ones that have been... You notice that the glass bottles that they come in, however, are very similar to the ones you found in Glassstaff's room. There is also 50 gold and a clean set of normal clothing, like regular common traveller's clothes.
Have I found someone's escape bag?
You have literally found Glassstaff's bug-out bag in case anything goes wrong.
Well... That didn't go particularly as planned for him, did it?
Yeah, no, he didn't exactly get this far. Yeah.
You're keeping the party treasure at the moment, aren't you, Caliban?
I am. I mean, I am.
Who currently has healing on them? Because we obviously had the issue earlier with your fall. I thought I would rather that not all the potions are in one set of hands.
I have one on me.
I will hand the potion of healing to Mia.
Okay.
And yeah, the gold and the invisibility to Caliban, and just say, well, the gold to Caliban to go into party treasure.
Yeah.
And does anyone particularly want this invisibility potion?
I certainly wouldn't mind it.
I hand that to Mauron, and would the clothes fit me?
Yeah, it looks like they would.
Okay, they go in my pack because I am down to 1 set.
1 set of clean clothing.
Yeah, I've now got 2 sets of clean clothing.
Well, hey!
So yeah, that's that. So, well, he clearly didn't need it, so...
Alright, well, should we go to... Let's go to this one! And I'll plod over to here.
Okay,
The dwarf has spoken.
As you walk over, I'm assuming you're going to open it, you being you.
Yeah.
Okay. You, gentle kick from you, relatively gentle. Opens up to what appears to be some kind of barracks chamber. It might have once been a storeroom, judging by all of the things gathered in it, but there have been a couple of makeshift beds thrown together. It seems like this room has been recently occupied, as while there is a torch on the wall, it has burned down rather than been put out, and the room has been very hastily exited, judging by all of the things left lying around the room.
It looks like our concerns may have been...
This is the guys from earlier.
Yeah, well, I can understand their viewpoint, but...
I'll have a quick rummage around the room to see if anything piques my eye.
Things around here, it doesn't seem like they grabbed all of their belongings when they left. There are bits of gold lying around. There is an entire coin purse that you find. All in all, you managed to scrape together about 80 gold from the room. It's very strange for what appeared to have... This doesn't seem to be a higher-ups room. The fact that they had 80 gold in the first place is a bit concerning.
I will put that towards party loot. If that's all I find, then I'll skedaddle.
Okay.
The next one's under the stairs, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is up here.
Well, that worked successfully for you. Do you want another go?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Oops. I'm confused. Yeah, so just kicking it open again?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Alex. Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to check how the map shows up.
No, that's fine. That's exactly what you see. As you walk in, it's essentially a hallway. There is thick dust covering the flagstones of this hallway. It doesn't look like people come through here all that often. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet or so. And there are large double doors at the west end of the hall that are sheathed in copper plate that has now grown green with age. This is clearly quite old. These are carved with a mournful angel, a crying angel it looks to be. And in the centre of the hallway, as you approach the door, there is a rather large pit, essentially. There are ledges on either side of it that could be crept around, would be difficult. The pit could also be jumped over. However, you will note that there are spikes at the bottom of the pit.
Did you say weeping angels?
Pretty much.
Oh God.
No.
Did not want to deal with that tonight.
just it's fine. Just don't blink.
I'm blinking.
The next roll that you see, Sean, is probably going to be Pathos at work, because this is me going. That's only 10 feet across. So do you want to see? Shall we see how well this goes? Acrobatics?
You're literally trying to leap it, then yeah, acrobatics.
Could be worse.
Tobias makes a running leap at the pit. He jumps with all of his might and lands gracefully on the other side. Stumbles a little bit.
Do I teach it a little bit, but then move forward in a kind of I meant.
Yeah, essentially, you don't stick the landing exactly, but you make it. You make it. So yeah, if you want to get over this, those are basically your two options: is to try and skirt your way around the outside, or to try and leap it.
Neither look particularly good for Caliban.
No.
Build me a bridge. This is where Caliban leans over to Mauron and goes, "Toss me, toss me across." Don't tell the elf.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see what he does with this. Which one are you going for, Caliban?
I don't know.
Would you like me? Would it? It's really nice of me, but I can tell you what the other role is if you're trying to skirt around the outside.
I mean, sure.
I do have rope.
Oh, actually, it's not going to make a great deal of difference for you, to be honest. Seeing your thing, it's acrobatics to leap it, or is it? It's a straight. Oh no, it's an acrobatics or an athletics. It's an athletics to try and sneak round. It's an acrobatics to try and leap.
Athletics, I'm in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, basically, guys, have a look at your sheets. Do you want to go dex or strength for this one?
Always strength all the time. Well, let's do it. Should we roll it?
Yeah. There is still a falling potential. Caliban makes it look easy, despite the fact that he's rather well equipped in terms of armor. He kind of back against the wall, shuffles himself along. Not much of a problem. Kind of gives Tobias a cheeky wink. Everything's fine for him.
Well, turn around and backstep like a boss.
Mia, you're up next. What would you like to do?
I believe in you guys.
I'm skirting around this mofo.
Okay, go for an athletics for me.
How's that?
You managed to make your way around absolutely fine. No problems.
Yay!
And I shall try to jump it.
My heart is literally in my throat.
Odds and averages, I'm probably going to be the one that falls to his death.
Yep.
No. Wow.
Yep.
Totally nails it.
Mauron runs to the edge, jumps, almost seems to... his descent almost seems to slow on the other side. He just kind of casually lands. bit of a swish of his tail.
Legolas.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
There's like dusk patterns flying out behind him, like wings or something.
So yeah, he's he has no real issues. So you're all across, no problems.
Yay!
Let's hope there's another way out of here.
That was easy. I'll do that again on the way back. No bother.
Okay. Do you think you can give these doors another kick, or is this going to require a bit more finesse? Oh, okay.
No, I'll kick it. It's fine. Just go.
Wait, do these doors look weird in any way? Because they look weird on the map.
I mean, these are the large bronzed doors that have now turned green and are carved with weeping angels.
Have any writing on them, or are they just carved?
Doesn't seem to be. It just seems to be on either side of the door. Like, it's a big double door, and each side of it has an angel carved into it, hands over eyes, literally crying.
Okay, I'm good. Let's see what happens.
Okay, Caliban, this is going to require an athletics check, as these are rather heavy doors.
Sure.
Nice.
Not a problem. Caliban manages to boot these doors open.
As if there was any doubt.
Give it a headbutt.
Headbutt the door.
That's using your head.
Oh dear.
Well, this looks cheerful.
You essentially find yourself in what appears to be a crypt of some sort. There are 3 large stone sarcophagi standing within this crypt. Propped up against each of these is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. There are, again, false columns along the walls, and each of these is carved in the image of oak trees spreading out their branches into the ceiling. So you've just kicked open the double doors. There are also, in this room, there is a door to the north and a door to the northeast.
Surprise, motherfucker!
After you, dear boy.
You first.
Welcome back, Silver, and thank you, Jenny, for that host. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight, so this is very much a night where the party does a lot of the talking and I do a lot of the chatting in the chat box rather than verbally. But yes, so you walk into this room and yeah, there are 3 skeletons propped up. There's a skeleton basically on each of the sarcophagi, kind of leant against it. Looks like they died quite some time ago. However, can everyone roll me a perception?
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I don't think I'm that good at that.
That's slightly better.
Oh, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Maron, how come you got to roll 2?
Reasons, which I explained to you last week.
Oh yeah, no you did.
I will whisper it to you again.
No, that's fine. I remember it.
Oh, okay.
I remember. I was thinking you were confusing this with your bat ears from the Curse of Strahd session, but no, that's fine. Okay. Tobias and Maron.
I don't want to know. Well, I do, but...
Spoilers. Tobias and Maron, both of you hear what appears to be the faint sounds of crying coming from the northeast.
Well, I'm an idiot. Tell me when this gets awkward.
Go.
Oh god, here we go.
And listening at the door.
Okay. Let me just shift this up into there. Yeah.
I'm just gonna casually remark to the other party members as we walk. Yes, I heard it too.
Heard what?
Just to let them know they've heard something.
Oh yeah, good point.
It seems to be crying coming from the northeast.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, well, that's unsettling.
Wow. Oh my god.
That is unsettling.
That's an impressive sound effect.
Oh no, it's just me. I'm just really good at throwing my voice. I've just become a really good voice actor suddenly.
SJ, the Foley artist.
I know. Problem is, as you kind of all manage to make your way into the room, and that crying is still going on, to be fair. What ends up happening is the skeletons stand up.
I was literally just going, I'm going to do a divine sense to see if there's any undead here, but you know.
Yes, there is.
And I'll kill all of those because let's go into battle music. Okay. Here we go. Right, is that people in the chat? Is that too loud? Is that too loud for anyone playing the game? I can never tell.
No, it's fine.
Is that right?
No, I'm good.
Let me know, people in the chat, if that's too loud. Anyway, yeah. So here we go. First battle. It's nice and quick and early, and I've lost my pen. Oh, I fucking need pens, man. Pens are a thing. Okay. I would like everyone to please roll me some initiatives.
Poop.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not alone.
Yay!
There's Melron down there, but Mia's still beneath. Wow, Caliban nailing that.
And this is where I confuse everybody already.
And now Tobias gets to roll it with advantage.
Oh my god.
And that puts Tobias in front of Caliban because of the Dex mod.
Alright, Barbarian.
No, not Barbarian.
No, high Dex.
Here's where I say it. Look, this is where it was gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be a thing. So, Tobias is running. People have now all figured out pretty much that he's running a part Ranger, part Barbarian build. Tobias is running off of the Unearthed Arcana Ranger, who has as of today. Yeah, we modified it slightly because he didn't know it existed. So, and it is better. It's so much better. So essentially, they've got an ability called Natural Explorer, which immediately gives them advantage on initiative rolls, and if they get to attack before a creature has acted, they get advantage on the attack roll as well.
Ooh, nice.
So and 10 extra movement on my first round.
Yeah, so basically, for your first round of attacks, you're kind of a beast.
Yes. But for those who have played 5th edition, someone did maths, and apparently the Hunter one does eventually overtake it again. It's just in the early levels that this one looks quite horrific.
It seems pretty break, especially because for an Unearthed Arcana Ranger, it's a level 1 ability. So yeah, to be able to do that at level 1's pretty disgusting, but it does even out.
Because they wrote it, because they realised that Rangers were rubbish.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what my skeletons get to do. They're not last, though. So, my skeletons are after Caliban. Okie dokie. Right, here we go. Tobias, you get to go first.
Right.
Which is going to become a thing I say pretty much every battle now.
So, hang on. I'm sorry. I am just reading this. So, sorry, I was amalgamating two. So, for Natural Explorer, advantage on attacks against those that did not act yet. I ignore difficult terrain and I have advantage on the initiative.
Yeah.
The other stuff doesn't kick in until later.
No.
Like the extra 10 feet and stuff. So, moving to the first one.
Yep.
And 19.
19 hits.
Actually, I will take advantage just in case I get...
Always, yeah, just in case you nat it. Yeah.
But I don't.
No, but you do get to hit.
For 13.
Tobias walks up to the first skeleton and promptly rapier through the skull. It collapses into a heap of ash.
And that's me.
Two of the movement left, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wanna.
I'll move. I will move within range of the second one.
Okie dokie.
But that is me.
Caliban, that brings us to you.
Or to me.
Yeah.
I will move to the one in
Surprise, motherfucker!
Smack him in the face.
Go for it.
I hate my rolls so much.
I'm afraid you miss that roll.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That is me done.
Okie dokie. Skeletons' turns. Let's flip this back open to skeletons. What can you do? Not a whole lot. I mean, these guys are like these are like the shittest enemies in this whole dungeon, and you guys have, finished this dungeon essentially.
Yeah, they still hit me.
I mean, maybe. Tobias, the one you're standing next to goes for you.
Actually hits.
Wow!
tasty.
I know, the skeleton's like pretty chuffed with himself. Not a bad bit of damage for what they can do either.
No.
Yeah.
Jerks.
But he won't move. The one by Caliban will just slash out at him.
Yeah, you miss.
And that's the skeletons, because there's only 2 of them now. Mauron!
I will throw an Eldritch Blast at this bastard.
Go for it.
In fact, no, first I'll hex him.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Eldritch Blast to hit. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. 15 total damage.
You throw out a bolt of energy, it explodes him from the chest outwards.
Sweet. I will move in this direction, and that's my turn.
Wonderful. Mia.
Okie dokie then. So the one that's standing by Toby,
Yep.
I shall firebolt.
Yeah, Toby's called on.
I don't like how familiar everyone has got with me.
Suck it, dude.
I find your tone too familiar.
Yes.
Does that hit?
That does not, I'm afraid.
Oh, puff of smoke. My old friend.
Can I still do it? I can still do it. It's going to run out soon. That's why I know it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use it now. She tries to throw a fireball. Puff of smoke comes out. Yay. Jake, I cast Fist. Muscle Wizard casts Fist. That's basically what a barbarian is. Back to Toby. Who I have a feeling
Can you start?
Yes.
14 to hit.
Hits. 13 was their AC, just so everyone is aware.
12 damage.
12 damage. You manage to rip basically all of his ribs out as you plunge your rapier through his spine and pull it back out in an attempt to disable it. It sadly leaves him standing, but in he's very badly damaged. He's not able to stand very well.
Actually, what do skeletons count as creature-wise?
They are undead.
Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Caliban.
Let's dice him up.
Come on, 13 or more.
No, it's not much. Are you kidding?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, God. Just to give Caliban advantage every round.
What?
Wait, what?
What, Mauron?
So I think we're going to need a bard in our party just to give Caliban advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Someone needs inspiration every time.
just a bard just stuck to Caliban's background. Inspiration. Inspiration.
Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to get Duke to become a bard.
It's
my
like, can we
God.
borrow Amara?
Goblin bard.
Yeah, drag Amara in. You don't want Amara. She's a really
That
bard.
is me done on that.
Okie dokie. The skeleton, it looks down at its chest, looks back up at Toby, and it's gonna I can't not say it now. At Tobias.
I hate all of you peasants. Yes.
And attempts to slash his arm.
No, he does miss.
As it's literally like half embedded in his chest still. Okay. Mauron.
Throw an Eldritch Blast. Well, I suppose I'll move my Hex over to him first, and then throw an Eldritch Blast.
Might as well.
Oh my god.
Fuck! Ow, 21 damage.
It's a shame that he only has 1 HP because Jesus fuck. That was literally perfect damage. But yeah, I mean, you hit him with an Eldritch Blast so hard, there's like a scorch mark of a skeleton on the wall afterwards.
Nice.
There's not even any ash left. There's no dust. Just a scorch mark.
That's my turn.
Like, holy shit. Yeah, okay. And then that's that battle.
So, can the rest of you hear that now?
Yes. Can I do a investigation at the door?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
For God's sake.
The room.
What have I done there? No. Typing things.
Even with that, you can tell. You can hear that. Obviously, you can hear the woman's crying. There seem to be some slightly hushed male voices coming from the room also. You can't hear what they're saying, but even while they're trying to whisper, you can hear that they're angry.
That may be two of us in a minute.
You hear
From
what is
this
essentially an almighty slap. And the crying
Right,
stops.
okay, yeah. I will basically gesture to Caliban and make a kicking motion towards the door.
Sure.
Scroll up this way because I don't know what's going to happen.
You want me to roll for it, or...?
Please do, and I'll show you why in a moment.
Okay, is it an athletics again, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Rather than a strength, or...?
No, that's very good. Can you roll me your normal damage roll, please?
Oh, shit. Wait.
Like, as if you had
Damage
stabbed him and gotten a successful one. Roll me just your normal damage.
Is him with a greatsword?
Yeah?
Damage. Wait, I can re-roll that one, right? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you can. You can. That's your thing.
You really want this door down?
Damn.
Shit. So that's 15. Right. Caliban kicks the door to absolute splinters. The guy who was behind it is sent flying, coughing blood as he lands on the other side of the room. He basically rolls over and immediately dies.
What you get when you mess with the warrior?
He basically, him and the door splinters to pieces. He crashes into the floor, coughing up blood, absolutely rinsed to pieces. There is one red brand in here. That was a red brand, but there is also another red brand. He was a red brand. Now he's jam. Red brand jam. And now there is still one who is looking a little bit scared towards the north end of the room. But what you're essentially seeing in this room, as I'm sure you can tell, are a set of jail cells, or potentially slave pens, depending on how you want to call them. So there's three areas in this room. The area you are now looking into, there's the cells to the north of the room, there's cells to the south of the room. There are 3 people imprisoned here. There is a woman and her daughter in the southernmost ones, and a male child in the topmost one. There is still this red brand looking very, very scared of you.
Not for long.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand in front and towards Toby and just go, after you.
Do you want, so hang on, do you want us to roll initiative?
No,
Just
I don't think you need it. I don't think.
I wish to attempt to push past Toby, though.
I'm moving forward either way if I go ahead of you.
Okay. What
Do you
essentially
want me
happens?
and Malron need to roll initiative then?
Yeah, go on. Malron, Toby, roll initiative, but you don't get advantage on this one because it's not technically an initiative.
Oh, do I not?
No.
Oh, damn it.
It's not like a
In
battle
which case-
initiative.
God.
Okay. Toby and Malron both move into the room, but Malron is slightly ahead of him.
Go on then. You actually putting yourself in the way of him.
Yeah. I'm actively putting an arm out in front of you and trying to get in front of this dude.
Misty step.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, yep. Yep, so Malron pushes in, Malron gets between the two. Jesus fuck, Toby Misty steps over to him. So Toby essentially shimmers into another space, and I'm assuming that's an attack.
Yep.
I'm not going to make you roll damage. This guy's already pretty damaged from earlier, as he's one of the ones who ran away. Oh, okay,
So...
you just wanted to.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
18 damage.
But yeah, Toby moves with a speed you don't think you've ever seen him manage. And rather than just one rapier strike, it's 3 in quick succession, taking out both of the man's eyes and then the back of his throat as he crumbles to the ground.
And I will turn around to Malron and go, we have a prisoner who can tell us information.
Which prisoner?
Their leader.
Their leader has already departed, and one of them probably has the key or knows where it is.
I'm going through the... Well, I imagine if it's one of these, we'll find it now.
Just makes everything take longer.
looking through the pockets for a key.
I'll check the other one.
In which case, you can take the one I've cleanly killed, and I'll go take Goblin Jam.
That works.
Goblin Jam, Human Jam.
Mia, Caliban, what are you guys doing while they're searching the bodies and there are all these women and children crying in the room?
Hang on. Did not get a key for something?
You did indeed find an iron key earlier.
Yeah.
So Caliban, you'd probably be carrying it at the moment.
Sure, then I will attempt to open these iron keys.
We're arguing about the key and
Where's the key? It's just like you, a couple of douchebags.
Caliban walks into the room, like literally while you two are searching the bodies, walks up to the door and manages to unlock it.
Oh, well, there you go. Problem solved.
So Mia's kind of just rolling her eyes in exasperation at the answer that she's seeing.
Okay, you managed to free the prisoners. They are not chained to the walls, although there are manacles hanging from the walls in the rooms. They all rush out of their essentially prisons. The woman hugging her daughter. The boy kind of pushes in between you all to get to his mother, as they've been separated. And they all just end up like collapsing to the floor on their knees, crying their eyes out, hugging each other. It takes a moment for the woman to regain her composure somewhat. Thank you. Who are you people?
Well, let's head off then.
Who are you? First, before we...
Who are we? We're...
Indeed. Why did the Red Brands have you here?
My husband, we run a carpentry shop in town. My husband refused to work for the Red Brands. They brought us here, and...
Are you the wife of Master Theo?
Yes. No. I said that wrong. That was my bad. Ignore that ever happened. No, she's not. No, he was my husband's master. He was only an apprentice carpenter. He was here with us, but they took him.
They took your husband?
Yeah. There's been a few that they've brought in that have never been put in the cells. They've just been brought down here, and I've never seen them again.
Was your husband carrying anything, or did he have anything with him that you would that would allow someone to identify him if they didn't know him?
Potentially, he still had his tool belt on.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker.
This is a weird one because you guys have. What was that?
I accidentally 2 seconds. That was my echo dot. Apparently saying "okay" quite loudly confused it. It's now muted. My apologies.
That's fine. Well, as soon as she mentions tool belt, it does ring a bell. But
yeah,
not to any of you but Malron.
Oh.
Malron, you would have seen when you were investigating the crevice in the other room, the crevasse. Sorry, there was one of the one of the fresher bodies on top had a leather tool belt, very obviously.
Well, that was actually going to be my guess. So if he can avoid me climbing over corpses, that'd be great. But I don't know this.
Have you come across him at all?
Not that I'm aware.
I'm sorry to say we may have.
Really?
I saw Lee departed in the crevasse just outside, had a tool belt on.
I'm sorry to say, but the Red Brands here had a creature with them. some form of guardian, and it looks like they were providing it with sustenance.
Jesus, Toby. She doesn't need to know the details.
She does, because when I go and collect her husband, so that what remains can be taken for a barrel, she's going to ask. My apologies. We will see you to safety. You and your children. They need you now. And we will bring your husband to the temple.
That would be massively appreciated. Thank you. But we don't have anything to pay you with, or.
Don't, please. These two were angry before we got in here. Do you know why?
Apparently, they were supposed to be replaced on duty a while ago, and no one ever came. And then they heard no noise from outside, so they were too scared to leave. They got I think they were abandoned, essentially.
Quite abandoned. Their allies are all dead.
For the first time, you see like almost a malicious grin spread across her face. Could those monsters deserved far worse? Thank you. Look, we don't have anything to give you, but if you ever find yourselves in Thundertree, you could seek our old house. I could tell you there are some gems hidden there. We would never be able to go back and reclaim them, but if you ever make your way up there, there's an alchemist's shop. It was my father's alchemist's shop. There's an emerald necklace hidden beneath some storage shelves. If you ever manage to make it to Thundertree safely, it's yours.
I'll step forward and pat her on the shoulder. Calm down. Just stay here for a moment. We need to clear out one final room, and then we'll help guide you out of here.
Agreed.
Okay. You can see her trying to like straighten herself up, trying to regain her composure, because her children are still kind of weepy, still clinging to her.
Now, we don't believe there's any more danger. However, if you wish, Caliban, have you got the key?
Yes, I have the key.
If you wish, can you give the poor woman the key?
I can give her the key.
You're saying if there's any danger to lock ourselves inside?
Yes.
She takes the key, grabs her children, and...
I go into my pack, I grab out food rations, 3 lots.
Yep.
Hand them over and go, we promise you that we'll be back. But this is just a precaution.
She locks the door and bows her head. She hands out the food rations and the children like start digging into them.
Shall we?
Aye.
I'm grinning at Tobias. After you.
Oh god, not this again.
Being a cheeky shit.
It's not like one of us wanted to not look through the rest of the Red Brand cave or anything.
He's a cheeky shit.
Consider me reprimanded, Mara. Listening at the other door.
Okie dokie. Roll me a perception.
Sorry, that was it, the 8.
Oh, my bad. There's a lot of rolls there from you, Tobias. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything behind this door at all.
Go ahead, Caliban.
I won't kick it. I'll just push it.
Caliban walks up and he kind of like draws his leg back like he has with every other door and just kind of goes, yeah, gentle push. Door swings open. Not even like a hint of resistance. If he had kicked it, actually probably would have done himself some damage. Yeah, it's pretty quiet the other side of this. There is a door at the end of the corridor that is already actually lying slightly broken off its hinges, so I'll actually reveal all of that. Yeah, what you've essentially stumbled into is their armory. There are racks of weapons lining the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, crossbow bolts. There's a bunch of red cloaks hanging on the walls. This looks like it was This is a stockpile. It looks like this is for way more than the amount of red brins you found in here.
To get out of these weapons, there's not one that sort of stands out or anything like that.
Nothing in here seems specifically special.
It's all very, very basic. Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but they're very, very common. There's about 12 spears, 6 short swords. You find 4 long swords. There's 6 light crossbows, and there are 8 quivers. Each one of these quivers has 20 crossbow bolts.
Maybe the line shield could give us a few gold for some of this, if we care.
We could indeed if we're bothered to carry any out.
True.
We can just tell them about it. We don't really want any money.
It worked pretty well for you last time you told them about this stuff.
I am going to, because I am confused as hell at this moment, investigate this wall, which I know sounds a bit weird. Well, because as far as I can see, we haven't seen a door to get across.
That is very true.
You're going to have to come out, go back in through the... And I can't imagine they walk out the front door, out into the woods, and up to get to the other side of the building. Especially,
you are the ranger.
Especially because we did upset people who appeared from nowhere, from this side of it, and we attacked the other rooms.
Yeah. And this is their sleeping quarters and everything.
Okay.
Would have been where they'd come from normally.
So yeah, gonna check this wall along here. Sean.
Yep. You tap around just like you kind of did earlier on in the place, and you do find that a door does swing open. It's quite cleverly hidden, not as cleverly hidden as the one to Glassstaff's chambers, but it's more a case of where the wooden walls are, right between 2 wooden panels, it pushes open. And you find yourself in a very familiar location. So that is essentially a door. And I will mark it with a red line. So now you know that's a true door.
Right.
Caliban.
Mauron, can you show me where you saw him?
Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Caliban is
Okay.
doing a thing.
Ooh.
Doing a thing, you guys.
Caliban, you find a few stuff.
Me.
Caliban's doing something sneaky. I'm doing it out loud because it's easier that way
That's
than
fine,
typing a
I
whisper.
mind, yeah.
But Caliban has kind of like backed out a little bit into the crypt room and is looking around. As you like look at the sarcophagi, are you opening any of them?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
The cleric loves the dead. Nice.
Basically, each sarcophagus also contains a skeleton. So the skeletons outside were not supposed to be within these sarcophagi, but these ones do not seem to move or react in any way. Each one of them,
Just as well.
yeah, I know. Each one of them has a platinum signet ring on their pinky fingers. Each one of those is worth about 50 gold.
Did you say each one of them has one?
Yeah, so that's 3 platinum signet rings. Each one's worth 50 gold. So if you traded those off, that's 150 gold right there. So yeah, you'll notice as well, Caliban, as you pick up the platinum rings, the coat of arms on them is very similar to a coat of arms that is on your sword, Talon.
Oh shit. Feel bad now.
Slowly stealing their identity.
This is my house now.
But yeah. So, sorry. We can cut back while Caliban thinks about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Mauron, can you show me whereabouts you saw him?
Ah, indeed. I'm just going to grab a light crossbow and 2 bundles of bolts before I leave this room.
No, if you lot want to loot, by all means, because I would advise, I'm going to find her husband and take him out through the other entrance. Skirt round to avoid the main pathway and deliver him to the temple. I would probably try to...
Wise.
I'm going to try and avoid walking along with him near his wife. So if you'd like to point out where he is...
When we get to this area, is that red brand still there?
He is, however, he is now unconscious. He like
Okay.
he's starting to freeze over, as you know that the bottom of this crevasse has ice magic on it. He's starting to freeze over a little bit, and as you get nearer the edge of the crevasse, you can see that he has both of his legs are completely shattered. There are bits of shin bone pointing out through his skin. The blood has apparently been running, but has now pretty much frozen solid around him. It's pretty grim.
We did that. We did that.
Anyway, the husband.
I'll point out the dead body with the tool belt.
Yeah, pretty much right beside where that guy was.
Aww.
So thankfully not covered in blood, but he is like about here.
Okay. To go down and get him, that's what's that?
Sorry, what's
Is that an athletics?
Oh,
To climb down and get him.
That's a good question, actually.
It's generally athletics.
Yeah, I think so.
In which case, going into my bag, grabbing a length of rope. Caliban, hold one end of this.
Sure. You're over there. Okay, there we go.
Can I, if I'm just jumping down, is that acrobatics?
Yes. It's a 20-foot
Right,
drop,
yeah,
so it's only if you really fuck it up will you take damage, if that helps.
I've got -2 on athletics.
Oh, this should be
Prepare
fun.
my damage
So,
dice. Oh,
hence why that's my athletics.
Okay.
If that had been acrobatics, that would have been a critical failure.
Okay, so you're climbing down on the rope.
I was more going to jump down holding the rope,
Oh,
and then
okay.
tie it under the armpits of the husband if there's enough corpse to do that.
Yep, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You land, you don't fall over or anything, but it is a harsh landing. This is,
Fine,
you know, superhero landings, kind of bad on the knees.
fine.
But yeah, no, you make it down. You can tie the rope around the body of the husband. His body's very well preserved because of the ice magic going on down here, at least.
Gathered, but it's probably not pleasant.
Not
How much
massively.
of him is there?
Can we get some hype going in chat? Blaine has, like, during the game, subscribed to me.
Yeah, boy.
That goes on longer than I expected to. That was awesome. So we had Raving Maurice going on right there, which I love doing. I don't know if you heard it, Blaine, because I'm imagining you've got that muted. But
I've got it muted, yeah, but I can see the picture.
it's Sandstorm by Darude goes on while Maurice from Beauty and the Beast is raving. But yeah, thank you for that, Blaine. That's really appreciated. But yeah, you.
Yeah, thanks, Blaine. Still my moment.
He's like, I'm gonna do this, and Blaine's like, yeah, let's have a party. Fuck you. Fuck all this.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, you pull it up, not a problem. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Like, Caliban's
Okay.
got this. And I'll say you can get out pretty easily as well.
Cool. Thank you. What with taking more damage from jumping into a pit than in the fight.
This is where you just keep falling and like you end up dying in this pit because you just can't get out.
No, I'd rather not.
Let's not do this. No, you're fine. You climb out.
Is the body reasonably like that even with not huge strength? Considering I've got no other equipment, I can reasonably carry it
Yeah, I'd say
at
so.
a slow pace.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're obviously not going to be able to sprint or anything, but yeah, absolutely.
Don't intend to. I will turn around to the others who are here and basically say, whatever you want from the equipment room, I don't care. But can you see them safely back to town? And I will meet you outside not the sleeping giant, is it the sleeping giant?
The Stonehill Inn.
Which one did we... What's the one we didn't massacre people in?
Stonehill.
Stonehill.
Stonehill. Meet you outside there?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I will circumnavigate ever so slightly so to ensure that we don't meet on the path.
I mean,
And
yeah,
then, I'm gonna...
going out of here, you're pretty much back into town anyway. You're pretty much back into town straight away anyway, so you'll be safe. I'm not gonna roll an encounter for you. But...
That would be kind of hilarious.
I
You
consider
find some bugbears in the woods on your own while you're carrying a corpse.
12 bugbears. They're coming as reinforcements. Yeah, no,
But
you'll
yeah,
be fine.
the plan is cross the northern bridge, because the southern one could be a bit dodgy.
Oh yeah.
I remember that much. And then, yeah, I'm going to slowly make my way out through the south with the body, through the woods, and kind of skirt south of town so I can come back round the other side to the chapel, hopefully avoiding running into this lot with his widow.
That's brilliant. What are the rest of you doing while he's doing this? Mia, what are you doing? Everyone else has been doing stuff. What are you doing at the moment?
Well, I figured seeing as how they were going for the body, I was going to make my way back to the cell to kind of...
Murder the rest of them.
God damn it, you weren't supposed to tell them. Wait,
We must have missed a red brand. They're all dead.
Oh.
yeah. No, I was going to go back to the rest of the family and just basically reassure them that, yeah, we've got... The manor is clear, you can come out, it's safe. But my colleagues have gone to fetch your husband's body, and I was going to start escorting them out through the basement.
The woman like unlocks the door, and she immediately throws her arms around you. Her kids like basically grapple onto you as well. They're all like emotional. It's like hugging onto you.
And now Mia can't move.
They do let you go eventually. Like the mum lets go of you. The kids kind of hang on for a little bit longer, and then she kind of pulls them off. Thank you for this. I don't know how we could ever repay you.
There is no need. I mean, it's... Yeah, she is completely uncomfortable with this situation. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's like, let's go.
Yeah, they'll follow you quite happily.
Okie doke. So yeah, I shall start making my way out of the cell and back towards the secret doors and such. With hopefully the people will follow.
They will.
There we go.
They are. No, they're following quite happily. I
Oh,
believe
boy.
that the plan for you guys is to go out the main door, though, isn't it? To avoid
Yeah.
her
Well,
Top door.
seeing her husband's body.
yeah, but I figured Toby's kind of got a big enough head start, and if we go out through the main door, we have to jump over that pit again.
That is true.
Or do we?
Yes, we do.
What? Oh, no, I'm just
Caliban's
what's
coming.
down here.
Oh, hello, Caliban. Caliban's like, I'm investigating this tunnel down this way. Caliban, you walk along a corridor.
I mean, I could just throw everybody off. No, what not? Okay, in that case, let's have a look at this suspicious-looking wall.
That is a rather suspicious-looking wall. I'm going to go with that.
Talk to me, funny. Do you want me to roll an investigation?
Yeah. Roll me an investigate check as you look at this the stone and woodwork.
Give it a kick.
That is pretty good. You managed to find that it will just we're gonna go with those people are following you, Mia. So just ignore them.
Yep,
being...
that's fine. I figured that is like.
That's so awkward. But yeah, you managed to find a secret door really easily. It's not even that much of a secret. It's just more the fact that it blends into the walls so well. It was hard to see at a glance. You kind of almost curse yourself and push it open. It just opens without much of a problem at all.
Excellent. That was extremely hard to find. I doubt you would have been able to find it. These fine dwarven eyes. Oh. Okay.
It's because Jamie's going away, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
why you've dialed it up to 11.
Jamie's leaving. I'm going to miss Jamie. Let's be super Scottish. But yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. You guys make your way. We're taking a much easier shortcut where you don't have to jump over the pit. Straight back in upstairs if you wanna.
I wish to check the kegs before we go up.
Oh yes, by all means.
Barrels. Anything interesting?
Not massively. It all seems to be supplies. It's food and grain mostly. However, a lot of them are stamped with the Lion Shield Costa symbol.
A day.
It might be
Point
worth
this
telling them about this.
I like.
Might tell them. Might not.
Maybe.
Who knows? But yeah. When you get... Now, this is quite interesting. When you get to the top of the... You manage to walk up the steps fine. You walk through along the main corridor of the manor. You find that as you're approaching the exit of this house, like the front door of this house, you find the town master, of all people, looking around the very nicely kept rooms. He's just looking around. He's looking quite pleased, and he almost basically bumps into you in the corridor on the way out. Oh, you came back.
Aye.
Of course, there were still some red brands downstairs.
And it seems you found some people. He looks over your shoulder. Mirna, is that you? She doesn't look happy to see him. She clutches her children. She goes, "Yes, Town Master, it's me. We thought you were dead. We thought you were all dead." He turns to Caliban and kind of looks down at you a little bit. Big grin on his face. "This is the reason I was here, was to double check that it was absolutely clear. I wanted to make this part of your reward."
As in, you're giving me the house. This is great news.
Not just you, my fellow.
Oh, right.
Your party. The building above ground, whatever you found down in the cellar, it's yours if you wish it.
Excellent.
This is the part of the
First
reward
my
I said
house,
would be coming later.
next Town Master. That's... Oh, wait. I mean, no, not that. So...
Does a house this grand come with some sort of title by any chance?
He cocks an eyebrow and there's a sly grin on his face. "I would say we would discuss that after the orc problem is dealt with."
Sounds good to me. Well, Mia, it seems you'll be joining the Signet Ring party in time.
Signet ring party?
Go show her my signet ring. Me and Toby have one. I'm pretty sure Caliban's from a good family.
I'll take on the signet rings from the pouch earlier. I've got 3!
Fuck
But I don't wear them.
It's not signet ring top trumps.
Extremely extinguished family.
The most powerful of the Green Lanterns. Well,
3 were given to the elves.
And the dwarf took them from their dead bodies.
You can
Harsh,
prove nothing.
dude, harsh.
This isn't a cellar. This is a tomb. But yeah, from this point onwards, if the party wants to use it, the entirety of Trezendar Manor, the upstairs, which is actually the rooms that have survived, are really nice, really flush, really nice beds there. You'd each get a room to yourself. There's absolutely free. There's plenty of water. There's a way to kind of go in the front door and sneak out through the cabins if you want to. If you can manage the place, it's yours. From here on out.
Excellent.
Definitely something to consider once we've done with our spider business.
And Toby was none of the wiser.
There's like a secret thing amongst the parties. Just don't tell Toby.
I wonder if the innkeeper will give us a refund on the rooms we paid for.
At least he could give the room to Dupe, if nothing else.
Oh. He's a drink of that one. Right, shall we be off?
Indeed. I suggest we visit the Lion Shield Costa before we do anything else.
Aye.
Absolutely not a problem. What I will say is you managed to meet up with Toby on your way out. Toby has managed to, in the time you were like discussing and having a bit of a search around, he has... Why is my automatic music didn't work, and that just makes me a sad panda. Where's my medieval town music? There we go. Yeah. In the time it's taken you guys, Toby has managed to kind of get a fair way down the road. You walk down the street from Trezendar Manor up to the centre of the town. And by the time you get to the centre of the town, Toby is there without a body. Toby, you have given the body over to the care of Sister Garael.
When I've gone to speak to her,
Yes.
I've inquired as to how much effective, how much, not entombment, but how much does a funeral cost around here? Good. But yeah, it's more that I don't know if the widow and her children wish to see him before I don't know what their beliefs are, but just that he is treated well and that Timora's like.
Meet up just outside the Stonehill Inn. The family themselves are quite eager to get back to their home, which is just outside Harbin Wester's home, which is this house here that they live in. Oh, I'm clicking on my Twitch stream. Like that's going to ping. They live in this home here, so they say their goodbyes and they make their way around the back of this house.
Before they do,
Yup.
God, just as well I don't like money. I am going to quickly speak to the wife and state that we've obviously given her husband over to the Church of Timora. I apologise if that isn't their beliefs, but it's their active shrine. Because there's a victim of this. It's the only place that I can rationally see this goes. And I'm going to hand them a further 20 gold. And state, you've already stated that the gems at your other home are ours.
She grabs you into her hug, thanks you a lot.
I'm going to be as uncomfortable as Mia.
And then
PDA!
like, the children are quite happy to see you all together. The children aren't crying anymore. They walk off, instead of clutching their mum, they walk off holding hands with her. an account for every one of those barrels. We had that shipment yesterday and they were all here. She kicks him out the door just as you're approaching. She's like cursing under her breath and then she turns to see you. Oh! You're back! Are you here to shop? She looked really happy and excited actually, despite the fact she'd just been screaming at someone.
Potentially. It was more... Were you able to send someone to that location that we mentioned?
It was a very good tip. Thank you very much. We found the cave, not a problem. Bit of a horrible place, don't get me wrong. Looks like it's just been recently soaked. That apparently... It's marked on there as Linen's home. That's where I'm living. I'll have a look around, see if there's anything that I can look for you lot individually. Is there anything any of you are after?
Truth be told, I believe there are such things that will enhance your defensive capabilities without the need for donning armor.
That would be nice.
She smiles. Are we talking necklaces, rings, cloaks?
I don't mind what form
Yes.
of jewelry or cloth this takes, but yes. I'm not so particular that I care particularly what format it takes, as long as it is not armor.
I'd have to say I agree with Toby.
I'll have a nose around.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Where are you guys heading first? There are a number of places you can potentially be going right now. Yeah.
I believe the plan had been to head towards. Was it? Was the Banshees' lair that direction?
Throw us over this way. Yeah, essentially.
And there was
everything.
And also,
apart from Thunderball.
and well, everything other than Thunder Tree.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had agreed that we'd go to the stuff this side first, and then ideally meet that explorer adventurer near Connieberry
To go through the forest. Right?
in the morning to go through the forest of Thunder Tree. So yeah, it was wherever the Banshee is, the old Owl Whirl and Cragmore Castle. Oh, and obviously the trail with the orcs on it.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, you've pretty much got everything in this area. Coneyberry is like where the Banshee is essentially like a stone's throw into the forest, like about there. So it's probably the closest one. Then it would be probably be the Orcs, which are at the end of this trail, and then a little bit through the mountains to Old Owl Well. So that would be a suggested potential.
And we were under the impression that Cragmore Castle was around here somewhere as well.
Yeah, that is true. Cragmore Castle is a little bit further back and up on like this peak.
Okay.
But they're all potentially reachable within a day. It would just be a long fucking day for you guys.
So, are we saying then potentially Banshee first, then round this way towards the Orcs, Old Owl Well, and then finally
Surprise, motherfucker.
the Piece de Resistance, the
Hell
Spider's
yeah.
Lair? Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, we're settling on the cart to begin with. How long's the cart going to take us to get to that end?
Barely.
I will ask,
barely
I'll
any
ask
time
our
at all.
driver.
He leans down to you and goes, "Oh, it's you lot again. You recognise this man? He's the one who let you guys in here in the first place."
Hello.
Well, yeah, it's not long at all. It's going to be 20 minutes. You know what our horses are like.
Right. I will be using that to take a short rest.
That is enough time. Yeah, you guys in the back of this thing, you can absolutely count this as a short rest. You don't have to do anything but lean back and chill. So, that is fine. You drive absolutely fine up to Coneybury. You don't get interrupted at all. It's absolutely fine. It's when you get... He lets you off and he says, that he'll hang around for a little bit in case you need him. But he won't be there for long.
No, I believe we'd agreed with your proprietor that it's a one-way trip. But yes, by all means, if you could hang around a little while, just in case this doesn't go particularly bad.
Indeed, or it may not take us long to do what we need to do in Coneybury.
God damn it!
Take us to the end of the trail.
D12 plus 3?
Yeah. This is me using hit dice.
Using hit dice, yeah, that's not great. He says he nods his head a little bit. No, that's fine. In that case, I'll drop you off a little bit further up. Coneybury, the tribal trail goes basically straight through the old town. As he says this, the forest around you is growing darker because you have got, although it doesn't look very much on the map, there is woods on either side of this trail. Heavy vines and thick layers of moss drape over the branches nearby, and the air around here is noticeably colder than it was before.
Well,
as he gets down, lets you out, you end up in a ruined town. He explains to you where to go from here to get to the Wyvern Tor is where he was told the Orcs were, which is at the end of this trail. It's as it's approaching the mountains, so it's not far from the Old Owl Well either. He pretty much points them all out to you. And he goes, if you go round the bend there, points just slightly off the trail. That's where the creepy place is.
That's where the individual is.
I'm imagining there's a creepy place here that we don't really go near. There's been some screaming, some crying. So if it's anything like what you were telling me, I'd imagine that's where it's come from.
It's simply Nothing to worry about at the moment. It is something that Sister Giselle wants us to investigate, and hope. Not Giselle, Garelel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sister Garelel would like someone just to take a look at for her. Nothing to be alarmed.
All right. Well, be safe. It's not the nicest of places around here.
We'll try.
I was going to ask what we're supposed to do with this, but I've written it down, so it's all good.
Okay.
What we're supposed to do with what? This comb?
The Banshee.
Yes. Non-aggression pact, I believe.
Well, yeah, pretty much. That's what Sister Gariel asked, is to essentially give her the comb and ask her she buggers off.
That was more. Well, it was less that she doesn't come closer to town, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more she keeps a respectable distance.
Yes.
Well, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Like, if you head round kind of the area towards that the guy kind of said to go in, you see a screen made from the warped branches of trees that are standing very close together, almost like the branches themselves have woven into a sort of dome-like shelter. And there is a low door.
Are we in agreement that we would rather do this during the daylight?
Makes no odds to me.
That's just straight away sounds good.
Yeah, I'd rather not return to this area of the woods at night with this element still hanging over us, as it were. You're gonna... Someone's gonna make some suggestive comment about the fact that I'm a ranger and I'm an elf. Woodland, aren't they?
I mean,
How'd
sure,
you
but
know
you
you
can do
used
that
to be
yourself.
Well,
Couldn't possibly comment.
But yeah, essentially what you're faced with is what appears to be a natural home, a massive dome crafted out of branches and roots woven together, with a door set in the front.
Oh, in which case this could go horrifically badly.
Possibly go wrong.
Well, I've got the comb. Shall I knock?
Sure.
I am going
Remember to be respectful and friendly.
Yeah. Be
I
polite,
will endeavour to be both.
so that she doesn't suck out our soul through our eyeballs and our ears and all that.
In case you guys have forgotten, I think Sister Gariel said her name was
Agatha.
Right.
Yes.
Agatha.
Thank you, Mir.
That's okay.
Going to politely knock on the door. I'm going to have the comb in hand. Right, rapier away. Comb in hand, both hands visible.
Okay.
And then I'm going to knock.
Okay. As you knock, there's a pause for a second, and then the door slowly creaks open. Within it, there doesn't seem to be any people. You're not sure who opened the door. However, inside, it does seem to be that this is a bit of a house. It's sparsely furnished with a few chests, shelves, a table. There's a couch, all of it old, clearly elven in make. And it doesn't seem as if it's been used all that much.
Mistress Agatha?
The air grows cold around you, and a powerful feeling of dread grips all of you. Whether you're like in the door or outside, there's a cold pale light that flickers in the air in the centre of the room, slowly taking on the form of a female elf. Her hair and robes waving in the spectral wind. She might have once been beautiful, but there's a hateful expression that twists her features now. She looks down on you. Foolish mortals. What is it you want here? Do you not know it is death
What
to
language is
seek
she
me?
speak?
She is speaking common.
What? Okay. Apologies, Mistress Agatha. Are you more comfortable with this tongue or with Elven?
Oh shit.
Essentially what you're seeing right now. It does not matter which form of tongue you speak to me in. I am now able to talk all of them.
I'll switch to Elven very quick, temporarily at least. I simply inquired not so much what you had the capability of speaking, but which you felt more comfortable speaking in. After all, we are visiting you.
Well, since you are all a bit of a mix, I would say common is more acceptable.
I switch back to common, as you wish. First of all, my sincere apologies for the intrusion. Secondly, I wish to suggest that we are here on behalf of the nearby town folk. More importantly, Sister Garelel, she bids you greetings, and we bring on her behalf a gift, and I will hold out the comb. I won't hand it to her, but I'll hold it and present it in front of me, as in on open hands.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Hang on. Too many tabs. Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. I've got the comb!
It's with disadvantage too.
Whoa, no.
Wait, that was a D10 plus 2. You can roll a D20.
Oh! God for that, that was me using my... Sorry, that was from doing it. I just hit up, and it was my dice roll from...
Yeah, no,
from the-
yeah, D20, but also you're rolling it with disadvantages. Please roll me 2.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, shit.
I've got the comb! Damn it!
We gonna die.
No, I'm gonna die.
There is a
Because
moment
it...
where the entire room goes icy cold. You can see your breath. The wind seems to whip up. Her hair rages behind her. Kind of like when Galadriel goes dark, when she's being tempted by the ring. But it dies down very quickly and she grins. Very well. But if you've come from that sister, I will only give her the book if she asks directly. She grins.
I'm confused. She hasn't asked for any book.
It is what she asked for when she was here before. You may ask me
No.
one question, and I will give you one answer. It will be anything that I have within my power, but she must come herself to claim the book.
I look around at the other three, looking massively confused. I have come here less on behalf of the sister herself, but more of the townsfolk. We were led to believe that they're simple mortals like ourselves fear the unknown. To them are unknown. I had come here
Surprise,
not
motherfucker.
to barter for information, but simply for their desire and hope that you don't encroach upon their peace, and that they don't encroach upon yours, that they wish you no harm other than their ignorance, and that they want to feel safe from you, and that is what I'd come here to broker. Nothing about information, nothing about a book. If you're saying the sister has sent us here under false guise, then I've been duped as much as you.
Well, you have a question offered. I have what my father called the sight. I have powerful divination skills. I would offer to you one question, but you must make it quickly. As for the sister, I have no dealings with her. As long as no one comes near my home, I will not disturb anybody. I just wish to remain here. She waves her hand, and the comb in your hand vanishes, and almost like a spectral version of it appears lodged in her hair.
Then I turn around to the others, but while still addressing her, it'll be to them. It's kind of, well, as I say, we came here to barter peace. If there is a question, and you say it must be answered soon, I do not know it, for I... Anybody?
Maybe we could just ask one. What do we want to know?
Hardly. I think she said specific.
No. As long as it is within my power, I will answer it.
Yes, I think she's just offering us free information. I
No.
don't think she cares about attacking the town itself.
It isn't free information. The information has been paid for. This is what the gift is, and this is what she has agreed. She's stating that whatever the book that Sister Garelel allegedly wants,
Surprise, motherfucker.
that is off the table. This is about something else. I'm happy that our business here is done if she means the town no harm. If we can convince the town that she means no harm, then all well is done. But if we have purchased information...
You are offered free information and you do not take it.
No. I state that I myself have come here to barter for peace, which you have said is freely given if they mean you no harm. I'm asking my associates what information they require, because I don't wish to taint the peace discussion with the fact that it's another deal.
I had no
I meant
desires to
that.
move. I do not leave this building. I am only a danger to anyone who would dare walk into my home without showing me the proper respect, as you all did.
And I understand that, but that's why my business is concluded. However, if one of my associates require information from you, that's why I'm asking them.
She rolls her eyes, and suddenly you go completely silent. While your mouth is still moving, there are no words coming out from you.
I will nod and stand and gesture to the other three.
So, what do we want to know?
Shall we find out where the Black Spider is and how long it will take him to reach the Wave Echo Cave?
As good a question as any. Sure, that one.
I repeat it to the Banshee.
Her hair flies up again, her eyes go a complete white, and there is a massive wind that whips up around all of you. The Black Spider? You mean the Drow? Naz something. Yes, he was at Cragmore Castle. He has moved somewhere else. Nesnar, he travels. You have 3 days before he reaches Wave Echo Cave. And as she finishes speaking, she fades from view, and Tobias finds himself able to talk again.
Well, that was interesting. Let's be off.
I
Has
mean,
to
we...
teach me that one, I say while looking at Tobias.
Hand it to the guy.
Well, we have 3 days. That's more time than we thought we had. Sounds like we might be able to get everything done before we have to do a thing.
So, where to next?
I guess we'll see if the cart's still there, and if it is, we can take a ride to the Orcs.
What was the name of the book? What she mentioned? Ball something.
I didn't catch it either.
Nope, neither did I.
If anyone wants to roll me some
Well, gentle, right? Something like that.
Bogentle. Yes, Bogentle's spell book is what
well.
she said.
Speaking of alcohol, right, okay. Whatever that is. I'll write that down. I mean, I'll remember that.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, that's going to be some interesting talkings later. But yes, that seems pretty successful.
Where to next? Is it the old owl well thing?
Ah, no, just to the northeast. We were going to go deal with the Orcs first.
Oh, so that's the end of the trail.
Yes.
Sure, let's go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Orcs time. Okay, that would be
Orc jam.
Orc jam. Yeah, see if we can make orc jam. How interesting. Okay. A page fell out of our book. That's heartbreaking. Oh. For people that don't know, this Lost Mine of Phandelver is from the starter set of D&D, and it doesn't come in a nice hardback book like all of them. It's paper, but it means that my middle pages have fucking fallen out of the book, and that makes me so sad. Boo. Okay. Wiventor. essentially, you basically just carry on. You go back out of Agatha's house, back onto the main road, and just continue walking for a bit. You end up kind of going up towards the side of a mountain. This is the direction you were meaning to go in, and it is definitely on your way, which is helpful. The faint smell of smoke hangs in the air as you kind of climb up a ridge towards where you've been pointed onto your map. Around 50 yards away from where you are, there's a cave mouth that opens up at the bottom of a ravine. You can see, hunkered down just outside the top of the cave, is a single orc. Boom. Let's move you over here. So, you are on this map. If you find yourselves, everyone at home is just looking at a bit of grass. Zoom that out. But yeah, you are over there, if you can find yourselves. Oh yeah, you will need to modify the HP again, because I've set this up in advance.
Oh, not 287, that would be OP.
That would be amazing.
Okay. Yeah. There is essentially a lone orc sitting outside of the cave. He's not there. He's a bit further along. He's more like there. And he seems to be pretty relaxed. He's sat down with his back up against the wall. He seems to be chewing on something. He's definitely every now and again lifting his hand to his mouth, taking a bite.
So, I reckon Baldwin wants to talk. Tobias doesn't.
No, I don't want to talk to this one.
Excellent. Shoot him in the
Got to
face.
be a scout. Oh my god.
You want to what? What? So what? Huh?
Did you actually shoot him in the face?
No. I was asking you to shoot him in the face.
Oh.
I can't shoot him in the face. I'm gonna
I could-
pull my hammer.
Shoot him in the face, but we should really try to kill him quietly and instantly. Must be a lookout for whatever's inside that cave.
Well, if Toby could move as fast as he did in the manor, that could be of our advantage.
Possibly.
Would you like to borrow this for a round? And I'll hold out the short crossbow.
Wait, we got that potion that turns you invisible, right?
Indeed. Do you want to sneak up behind him?
I mean, he might hear me.
I doubt he would hear Tobias.
Oh yeah, Tobias who won't hear. Let's hope.
Tobias, do you want to try a back attack?
Not especially.
Alright.
That's fine. We can try to just dash at him and take him out instantly. From behind, you two can try to sneak as close as you can and rush him if he does notice you.
How tall are those bushes, Sean?
Oh, those are small trees. Definitely easy enough to walk between, but not climbable. They will conceal you a little bit though, so you probably could sneak up to them before you make any kind of big movement.
So you are comfortable that? Would you want a stealth roll for me to get to here?
No, you're fine. That's absolutely all right. He's not paying much attention.
Classic walk. Would be really handy if you had a bow right now, eh? What?
Casual elf
Say that
racism.
out loud.
No, I don't have a bow. Well, what do you have in mind?
Well, we've got to get him quickly and quietly, neither of which are things I can do.
Toby, if you charge him, me and Mia will attack him while you're dashing at him. We'll try to silence him. He calls out for anything.
Sorry, I'm just a little... I don't like being played.
Played in what way?
Oh, myself and that sister are going to have words.
Ah. Well, right now we should be focusing on the orcs.
Perhaps. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm not going to be able to reach him without being seen. He's too far away. Unless we squander a potion for the sake of an orc.
Just get ready to go. Go sneaky for the first 20 feet or so. I'll get you close enough.
It's not quite dark yet. It's certainly not dark at all, is it? It's probably not even lunchtime.
No, it's still relatively early morning.
What's this big thing over here, Sean? Ron, what's this?
Oh, that's a relatively large boulder. Easy to hide
Oh,
behind.
so you can come up from like up here.
How theoretically, how far can I walk off the map to the north to approach putting the boulder between me and him?
Well, if you imagine the edge of the map to the north is a bit of a ridge you've climbed up over, about 10 feet tall.
So I could theoretically climb down that ridge, climb back up that ridge, and try and stealth to here.
Yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't even think that would be much of a problem for you.
Do you want a stealth roll?
I'd say you could manage it. To
Pardon?
be honest, I'd say you could manage it without a stealth roll. To be honest, like, literally, he's
Okay.
paying zero attention. But yeah, that's absolutely fine to get to there.
Okay. Also, because I've got a new character sheet that works this out, I didn't realise this. The Misty Step thing is short rest, not long.
So you can miss your step as well. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a thing.
I
So-
hold a hand up and try to get Tobias's attention with a hand signal.
I will look over that way before I do anything.
Mia, get ready. I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy right behind the orc, and essentially just make a ominous whispers appear behind his head.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That will be your action in the surprise round, though.
It's good by me.
So
Okay.
which side of him from here? So is it actually physically behind him, or so there?
He essentially turns around to listen to it. It's like, what the hell?
And then I point forward.
Misty Step.
Yep. Awesome.
15 or 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And they're humanoids, aren't they, orcs?
That's a good question, actually. I'm not quite sure. Give me a second. Orcs. Yes, they are medium humanoid.
So 16 damage.
That's a good chunk of damage. He is not dead, however, he is quite low. But Mia and Caliban will have turns after you're done with yours, if you've got more, obviously.
So that is me done.
So as well, you can probably see a bit further into the cave now from there. So, who would like to go next, Mia or Caliban?
Me can go next, as I can't really do anything.
Fair enough. In that case, I shall, because I am. Oh yeah, well within range, I'm going to cast Magic Missile, so I don't miss.
That's fair.
And normally do. I'm gonna have all three hit the orc.
That's fair. Roll me some damage.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the weird one again. Apologies.
That's okay. I can figure that. That's fine.
I need to fix that.
That's all right.
No, that's fine. That only looks weird if you're trying to hit 3 different things.
Yeah, no, if all hitting one creature, that's absolutely fine, because that essentially does 11 damage to him. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Toby Misty steps in, stabs him, and as he does that, the magic missiles crash into the wound he's just caused, and the orc slumps almost silently to the ground.
Woohoo!
Nicely done, I say as I approach.
walking up to kind of peer around the edge of the cave? Or is that actually a new map?
Oh, no.
Oh no, there is. Oh, sorry, I didn't see further south.
Yeah, no, it goes on for a bit. Let me scroll down a little bit. But yeah, so as you approach, you can see more and more into the cave. They clearly cannot see you yet, but you can hear orc voices within. And you can see a little bit more of the cave from there. Oh no, you probably can't see that far down. No, reverse, cancel.
So,
Yeah, you can probably
going to gesture and say. So, how many voices do I hear at least?
Roll me a perception. I'll tell you how many you can hear. You can distinguish. You can see a few of them from there.
Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah, I will gesture 3 and then a kind of plus sign. And kind of shrug my shoulders as if to say, I don't know anymore. No sense of hostile movement towards us yet?
Not yet, no. They seem to be chatting amongst themselves. But you can't discern how many more there would be. Apart from you can hear that there is a louder voice further in as well.
Okay. Going to
Grab Tobias on the shoulder.
Not creeping anywhere. Go on.
I wish to.
And
how tall is the cave, SJ?
Let's say it is 20 feet, and I always planned that. Yeah, it's 20 feet tall.
Okay. And let's say I would like to take a look from the cave as if I was here. If you catch
Oh yeah,
my meaning.
yeah, absolutely. Can you roll me a stealth, please? I know what you're doing, but I need to have a stealth.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to do like a big reveal and say you guys can only see this, but Mauron can see this.
Ah, fuck.
That's okay.
Mauron is loud.
Mauron, I'll show you everything you can see, because from there you can see pretty much everything.
Oh
Whoa,
shit.
now.
There are 5 orcs, and there is what appears to be an ogre. They're all pretty much relaxed. They're all pretty much chatting, despite the figures looking like they're about to kill everyone. They're all like, you know, not focused, pretty relaxed. In fact, that one probably
I
won't
know I
be
can't
relaxed.
see it, but how the fuck did they get a boat in here?
I'll
Great
explain that if you are investigating that later, you might be able to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah. Actually, it's a ship in a bottle. They built it inside the catwalk.
With that all seen, I will try to return to myself and report this to the team, but judging by my stealth roll, I'm not sure how that will go.
It works, but you'll notice that the orcs are kind of looking around as if they're looking for something now. They don't seem to be looking towards you specifically, but they are having they're a little bit more alert, but they don't know why. Is how it looks to you.
There are 5 orcs and 1 ogre, and they're essentially looking for us. They might have heard a sound or two.
From what? None of us moved.
Perhaps when we killed the orc, we were a bit louder than we thought.
Roll me a deception, please.
I'm blaming this on you.
16.
16's pretty good. I want to say that's okay. He sounds pretty sincere to everybody.
Okay.
You know what they're equipped with.
You would have. You would have seen that. They're all they pretty much all seem to be. All of the orcs seem to be holding some sort of like rudimentary swords. The ogre seems to have a massive club.
Do
Very-
they have any bows or crossbows or throwing? Because what I mean is, we
You-
just hold them at the entrance to the cave. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Did I see any long-range weapons?
Not that you could see. couldn't see anything that they had on them. No.
Oh.
So I'll just go in there and distract them, and then bring them all out. How about
That might be possible.
that? That's a terrible idea. Why are you agreeing to this?
Well, if you'd like to put yourself into harm's way, I can't stop you. Well, we could try something slightly different.
I could bash down the cave.
I'm okay with that. Or we could just make a loud noise and wait for them to come out.
That too.
All of this is potential.
Mia, any plans? Should we just make a noise?
Well, Caliban does make some sense in that drawing them out would be preferable. There is a bit of a bottleneck, so yeah, loud noise.
Indeed. And if nothing else, the ogre will have to go through them to get to us.
That could help.
So you're saying loud noise?
Yes.
I'm going to shout out in Orc something uncomplimentary about their mothers.
Oh, you speak Orc. Okay. They were.
Yeah, I had to take a humanoid language with the whole new thing.
Oh
and
yeah.
I was going to take Goblin, but miraculously all of a sudden, Goblin when I previously did.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. No, they all. You can hear one of them shout, "Grunt! The fuck did you just say?" And like, at least two of them come forward, and it's when they get to about here, they realise that there's people here that are not orcs. And at that point, I'm going to say let's do some initiatives. I'm going to have him move up a little bit as well. He's probably moved to about there. That one doesn't care. Oh shit! They all went really quickly. Fuck! They were prepared. I wasn't prepared for the party being prepared. What's happened?
I will be going first, I imagine, on my 20.
I'd imagine so.
I hope so.
Unless we have an extremely alert ogre.
Well, he can't do any worse than me.
Maron, is that 18 your initiative?
Yeah, that's my initiative.
Oh, nice. So, Tobias, Maron. Yeah, that's pretty low, Mia.
Yep.
Tobias, Maron.
Story of my life.
Caliban, Mia. Okay, I'm going to do two different roles. I'm going to do a roll for the orcs as a group, and then I'm going to do a roll for the ogre.
Sounds good.
Because the orcs will all have the same. Nicely, I've got this prepared on the same page. Oh no, of course it fucking isn't. There are two different pages. That's just lovely. Right, orcs. What is your initiative? Well, first we need some battle music because I can't do this without battle music. Let's do this.
I know what you mean. This like floaty music.
I know.
Very much.
It's pretty music, but it's not what I need right now.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a D1, 2, plus 1. Oh, so the orcs. That's a D30. That's kind of advantageous. Orcs are a 13. So they're
Going ahead of Caliban, thanks to that
ahead of Caliban. And the ogre has a -1. Here we go after Caliban, but before Mia.
They are last.
Quote added, I wasn't prepared for the party being prepared. Yay! I mean, it's fucking accurate. Right, here we go. Okay. Tobias is going first, unsurprisingly.
Bonus action, rage.
Yeah, Tobias goes into a rage. It's creepy. He doesn't bulk up and start frothing. He goes cold, calculated, and grins.
Smiles. And then not going all the way in, so making sure I can reach them and they've still got... Tactically, I can imagine that the range people can still see things in front of me. And attacking the... Does that one have a shield?
Only on the thing. None of them are carrying shields.
None of them are carrying shields?
No.
Right, the one in front of me then... single attack on that, which I get an advantage, which is just as well.
Yeah. That absolutely works. So yeah, 22 hits.
For 9 damage. Because they're humanoids.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's fair. Okie dokie. Yep.
And that's me.
Okie dokie. Then it is Baron.
I'll take steps into the cave, look at that fucker, and I'm going to throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
Yeah, go for it. That hits.
17 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
10 damage total, and that's my turn.
That's pretty good too. Shit. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Orc's turn. This one is going to get up to about here. Just making sure to stay near Toby.
God damn it.
And
It's not Toby!
it's going to be Toby forever.
It is now.
Sauron has won.
Do
Right.
not know who I am. Oh, wait.
Oh shit. He swings his great axe at you.
Toby.
And I'm assuming it misses. I'm assuming that misses Toby. Tobias. Second one will attack Tobias as well. And I'm going to assume that misses Tobias as well.
Well, yes. They're rolling a +5. Ouch.
Yep. They only get one attack, but they're rolling pretty high. That one's going to
Okay.
move up to about here. Same thing.
That is my armor class.
So one of them gets to hit you. Roll with D12 plus 3. Poor D12s. Don't get used often enough. Hits first. Well, it would be 7 damage.
3. 3 or 4.
No, it would be round down. It would be a 3.
Oh.
Last one steps up.
Right.
Will miss. This one kind of pokes his head around. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Oh shit. Caliban's go.
I will Hunter's Mark that guy
Yeah, fair.
and swing it.
That hits.
That's the actual first proper hit you've made in ages.
12 damages.
Okie dokie. And that,
Actually, oh, I can reroll that too.
you can. Yes, you can.
11 damage.
However, that is one of the ones that was already damaged, and he is now jammed.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Actually, I'm not going to X them. I'm going to get rid of them because it gets too crowded on the battlefield. There you go. Yeah, you smush him. He's jam.
Orc jam.
Ogre's turn. I believe. Oh shit! I thought his speed was reduced. It is not. It is higher than I was expecting.
Oh, God. You boys.
He needs to get. He hasn't got a lot of space there though.
Thank you, bottleneck.
He
That was kind of the plan.
essentially gets up to about here. No, he's probably going to go to about here because he's not that smart to go around them. Get really, really pissed off, and is going to. He's going to essentially cleave the two in front of him
Wow.
because they're in his way, and that will hit the orcs. Fucking hell! Roll 2d8 plus
Friendly
4.
fire.
14 on both of them. Oh shit! Yeah, which means that one. That one is smushed, and that one takes. Shit, he's pretty badly damaged. And when I say pretty badly damaged, the one directly in front of you, Toby, looks like he's basically crying and like lying on the ground.
So would I after that.
He takes a further step forward, just so he's within range of you, and that's his turn. The other orcs aren't looking too happy about the fact that he's just killed and almost killed one of their orcs. And then it's Mia's go.
I'm guessing I don't quite have perfect line of sight on him, do I? Without hitting Toby. In the meantime.
I'd say it would be okay because you're quite good at it, as long as you don't roll. I mean, if you critical fumble, that might be a different situation. But you might want to move in a bit closer first, so you've limited the gap between you.
I could, couldn't I? So, in that case, sure, why not? I will move up to Caliban. Sorry, Malron, I'm not blocking your view, but
Again.
So good, y'all.
Yeah. But then I can, instead of going over Toby's head, I can go to the side of him, which is great. So, to start attacking the ogre, I am going to... there we go, Scorching Ray.
Ooh, okay.
Scorching Ray that bugger. Right.
Go for it.
So I get 3 of those, don't I?
I believe. Yeah, you do indeed.
Yes, I get 3. Of all hits then damage?
Yes, please.
Yep, okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Oops.
One of them misses. And I'm gonna roll a D100 because we know what's happening. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna get that. So what did I roll? I rolled a 51. Oh, sorry, 51 is. Allies of the target within 20 feet will aim to attack you for the next turn, unless they would suffer an attack of opportunity to do so. So unless they're putting themselves in harm's way, everyone's coming for you next round.
Oh god.
On the plus side,
for me.
yeah. On the plus side,
Oh.
you didn't hit anyone, but you did hit. You hit the ogre with 2 of your scorching rays because he's got actually a
was one.
relatively.
No, 2.
No,
Okay.
he hit with the 11 and hit
Hit
with the
2.
21. Just missed with the.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a
Right,
pretty low
okay,
AC
so-
because he's pretty big.
Fair enough. So 2 damage. That's 1. That's 2.
Nice. 20 damage. Does he have any resistances? He does not have any resistances. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any resistances. Okay, yeah. So you do a straight 20 damage on him. There's 2 scorching rays to hit him in the chest. He bellows angrily, waves his club around, does not look very happy. The orcs around him are a little bit shitting themselves right now. But yeah, that takes us back to Toby's go. I need to stop calling him Toby
Right.
now. It's like proper sunk in.
The one here is
Yeah.
that undamaged?
He is undamaged, yeah.
Right, taking a swing at him
Go for it.
because he can get past me without an attack of opportunity.
Yep. And he is glaring at Mia right now.
Hi.
Yeah, that hits. Just a little.
For 13 points of damage.
13 points is pretty. That's pretty. He's pretty close to dead already.
I've got no bonus. Oh, in bonus action, I am gonna insult them further.
That's fair. Just starts cursing at them in Orcish. They're all pissed off.
Trying to distract them from Mia. If you want a roll for that on something. See if I can annoy them more.
Roll me an intimidate. This is an intimidate versus the fumble chart.
Effectively, yeah.
Essentially, I'll say if it's above a
That doesn't
10,
do us
if it's above a 10, you may shatter the fumble. They brush your insults
Best of luck
off.
to Mia. Best of luck to Mia. Sorry, I
Oh.
tried.
That's okay. At
They
least
br-
I didn't set your head on fire.
It's true. Malron, your go. As they all still stare at Mia. Turning down really good. Not happy.
To there. I'ma look at the ogre.
Okay.
I'ma snap my fingers at him. You there.
Sass.
Kill all
I
the
almost
ogres.
imagine you doing that kind of arm wave like Sassy Black Woman.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Pretty much.
Sassy black
That,
Prince.
yeah.
What do you tell him?
Why don't you attack the other ogres before you look our way? And I will cast suggestion. Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Oh, wisdom on an ogre.
Damn straight.
Okay. Right. D20 minus 2. Rolls an 8.
Okay, he wants to kill the other orcs before he touches us.
Okay. Let me just check
Finish the
suggestion.
orcs before you take out the ogre.
Are you allowing the subtle change of wording? Because originally he did say attack the other ogres, of which they're not.
Say orcs.
I'll allow orcs. Remember, magic influence creatures seen within range can hear and understand you. He can hear, he can understand. Yep, he speaks common. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect, he can be charmed. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ooh, that was nasty. Okay, yeah. Orcs go. Of which there are 2.
You... oh, one at the bottom.
Oh no, there are 3. Yeah, there is 3. This one up to Toby's left is going to move in. Because he doesn't leave the attack of opportunity range, he's going to attack Mia.
God damn.
Which is, I believe, what is it? I'm missing it. Oh, it's +5. Yeah. Does that hit you, Mia?
Yeah, that hits.
Roll d12 plus 6 damage. That's actually pretty good from rolling a d12.
Yeah, that's not bad. I can live with that.
Literally, she could live.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that could have been worse. Yeah, that could have been far worse. This one tries to kind of do the same thing, but can't quite get to Mia. So, without breaking his attack of opportunity anyway. So, turns and hits Toby.
No.
Huh?
You technically attack him.
Sorry, what? Say that again. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess he would. Oh, fuck a duck. He told the ogre to attack the orcs. He's left the ogres.
The ogre gets an attack of opportunity. Oh.
Oh, I did not think this one through. Okay. Fuck a duck. Okay.
Wow. Ooh.
And what was
Is
your
that-
one? 2d8
Does
plus
that
4.
get his AC?
I mean, just a little. Fucking hell. Okay.
You don't want to insult them again.
So the orc tries to get around Toby, thinking, I can skirt around him, I'll be fine. The ogre bellows and just smashes him in the head. I completely forgotten about that coup. Really well done, mate.
I love warlocks.
But yeah, I guess, shit. I guess the other orc is gonna be like, oh, I don't want to get too close to that ogre now. Don't really have anywhere to go. He steps up behind this rock and just kind of hides for a bit. Oh no, he's not actually. I'll tell you what he's gonna do. He walks down here to the pile of what appeared to be broken belongings, starts rifling through and grabbing some stuff.
Oh shit.
That
Caliban.
will be the ranged weapons.
Gotta look for the grenade launcher. I will move my 100 mark to this guy. Initially, attack him.
Shit, yes. Fuck. Damn.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
He gone.
He had 4 HP. Yeah, he's
then
gone.
I will move to about here.
Okie dokie. It's the ogre's turn. Who is now going looking for orcs. Christ. So he's now stomping his fucking way around here. Toby would get an attack of opportunity. Caliban would get an attack of opportunity. Oh no. Yeah, no. He was technically... No, he's not. Caliban, you will not get an attack of opportunity. Just Tobias. Yeah, that hits him.
Oh, no, Toby, no.
You're asking the raging barbarian not to hit the really big thing in front of it.
I'm well aware.
And it's also... Are these also humanoid or are these monster... Are these
These count as
things?
giants. These count as giants. So they're not humanoid. I'm afraid.
Sometimes. Only the 14 damage then.
Only 4.
Fuck. Does that break your thing?
Yeah.
If any of your companions
attack the ogre.
target him, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll snap him out of it, but he'll still... How does that work? Because he'll still take his... Will he take a step, get hit, and then turn back around, or...
Yeah, if he gets hit,
I guess he would, yeah. He'll essentially step here, be attacked on his way out, continue his movement by turning back the fuck around. Although he has taken 14 points of damage, so that has actually done... That has done a good amount though. And he will step up to here, so that he is in range to cleave Caliban and Tobias.
Well, strictly speaking, does he not still want to attack Mia?
I mean, yeah,
No, he wasn't
he
in
has to get through
20
you
feet,
to get
was he?
there.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah,
he
no,
was,
you're
but
right.
he's
It's
gotta get
within.
through us, so
It's
yeah.
everyone within 20
Okay.
feet as well. So, yeah. So that'll be on this
Yeah.
one too. +6 to hit both of you.
Nope.
It hits me.
Oh. 2d8 +4. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. So that's the ogre's go. It's Mia's go.
Okie dokie then.
Surprise,
So-
motherfucker.
I'm gonna take a side step to the left. I can see him. And let's try this again, shall we? I shall try and use Scorching Ray on him.
Go for it.
So, 1,
Wow.
2,
Wow.
3. That's better!
Boom.
Well, shit. Yeah, all 3 of them hit, and the first one's a crit.
Oh yeah. So, that's 1, 2, and 3 damage.
Sorry, the first one's 6 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one's
Okay.
6. Alright, on 7. So that's 15, 21. Shit. He is looking pretty bad, guys. So yeah. Damn. Okay, that's Tobias's go.
22 to hit.
That works. That absolutely
8
hits.
damage.
And that is enough to take down the gigantic ogre.
God
As-
damn.
Yay!
How do you want to do this? Let's do it critical roll style. How do you want to do
Oh,
this?
no. Well, seeing he's on his last legs,
Yeah.
this actually looks like I don't give a crap. I am going to step along. Oh, I will step alongside him and almost cursory, almost as if you know when they slam the sword down into their sheath.
Yeah.
And you've kind of got that movement. Instead of going into my sheath, I'm gonna basically sheath the rapier into him and draw it back as I then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into melee range with this little. So it's almost like I didn't care. I've just walked past him, stabbed him in the back, and just carried on walking.
Okay. There.
In the kid, yeah, it's effectively almost
Giving
cursory.
zero
Walk
fucks.
past him, I stab him in the kidneys as I walk towards the final orc. Telling him it's his birthday or something, I don't know. For the orc.
Yeah, that's
And that's
fair.
me.
That's fair. Maron, your go.
They ruined my goddamn ogre. I'm just gonna storm through over my dead ogre corpse. Eldritch blast at that guy while swearing profusely. 24 to hit.
That hits.
11 damage.
So he's essentially been picking up a bunch of javelins. You hit him in the back with 11 damage.
Ah!
He turns around. Not got much HP left already. Turns around, and it's only then he
Throw them
notices.
if you dare.
Oh crap! There's also Tobias in my face. So he will then try and stab you, Tobias, but I don't think he's going to do too well. Something tells me.
Nope.
Figured. Okay. Well, in that case, it's Caliban's go.
As I can't get there, all I'm going to do is lay on hands myself for 10 health. Because my movement, I can't get there. It's not like I can't get
Just casually fondling yourself.
there. Yeah, I'll go there.
Just stroking yourself through your armour while everyone else is busy.
Exactly. Why not? That's how I roll, man. 1, 10, And that's yeah, that's me done.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. It would have been the ogre's go, but sadly, the poor, as the chat have named him, Ogruk, is dead. So it's Mia's go.
Ogruk the ogre.
Ogruk the ogre.
Hey, Mick.
Press F to pay respects.
There we go. Sorry. Ba-dum. Yeah. Okay, so I'll move in here beside Malron.
Yep.
I can. Yep. Quite clearly see him, and I'm going to firebolt him.
Hit him with a firebolt. Go for it.
Hit with the firebolt. Do
Go.
hit.
That hits.
Does
literally meets it, beats it. Yep, that hits him.
Yes.
I don't mind telling you guys now, 'cause it's the last one. Yeah, I know.
Things are coming up, Mia.
Phrasing, jeez.
Things are coming up, Mia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, Koo, for lowering everything to the tone that I usually lower things to. I appreciate that. And I'm guaranteeing there's a ton of people in chat that are going to friggin' love that. Cone's going to have a fucking laughter fit. Thank you, though. That was great. Yes, and with that firebolt, you explode out the back of his chest. He falls to the ground. He drops a bunch of javelins. And that essentially brings us to the end of the...
As he's dying, I'm just going to whisper in his ear in Orc, my name isn't fucking Toby.
Oh man, he's getting some issues here.
Oh god damn it, Becca.
The quote
Becca-
has been added.
Becca has added
no.
things are coming up Mia to the quotes. Now people can summon it whenever they want. Yeah, so
frick.
congratulations, everybody. You have defeated the Orcs and Ogres.
Victory.
I didn't get a
Yay!
single death blow. God damn it, they had a lot of health.
But yeah, there's yeah. There are a bunch of things scattered around the cave if people want to do some lootings.
Absolutely.
She'll do
Well,
the looting thing.
Yes.
Okay, as you...
Ship's mine.
Ship's fine. This ship has been here for a very long time. It's a bit weird that it's here. It is oddly engraved with dwarven runes all around it. It's of dwarven craft.
You mean it's yours?
You can speak Dwarven, because I can't.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
That would have been hilarious.
A dwarf?
No.
I can't speak dwarf.
I gave it up. I gave it up. But essentially, you find an unlocked treasure chest. That's the best thing in this place. And within it, there are about 300 gold pieces. I mean, it's realistically, it's in silver and coppers and shit, but about 300 gold.
Who finds the chest?
How about everyone rolls me an investigate and whoever gets the highest?
I just want to make you know, because some people in this party are sneaky and they might want to keep it to themselves. You know.
Well, that's not happening that time.
No, not this time, apparently.
Although technically I examined the whole cave earlier.
No.
Technically.
I mean, yeah, you did see the whole cave earlier. You probably would have known where it was.
Anyway, he was looking for enemies, yeah.
Wow, okay, yeah, so Tobias finds it.
I will literally open it and go, there's money. I am the anti-Maharon when it comes to cashing.
There is one more thing that you'll notice as you kind of quickly look through it. There is a wand within it.
Oh, I will hold that up and basically look at Mia and Maharon and go, I believe this is more your area of expertise.
Do you want to have first whack at it, Mia? Try and figure out what it is?
I don't know what he held up.
Oh, it's a wand.
Oh, it's a wand. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll kind of that shit.
Toby held you out his wand.
Oh god.
What is happening?
I need to take a whack at it.
Yeah.
We need to try and get a feel for Toby's wand.
Because everything's coming up me.
Is the wand coming up me too? I mean,
Oh,
if you would like to
That
try and
big.
figure out what this is, please roll me an Arcana.
I'm not sure I want to anymore.
That's not bad. Maron will figure it out, I'm afraid, before you, Mia.
Maron gets the wand.
It's whether he wants it or not. Maron's going to figure out what it is. It is a wand of fireball. It's a wand of fireball. It needs attunement by a spellcaster, any kind of spellcaster. It contains 7 charges.
oh, coin me in.
Technically, that's all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, it is. Any one of you can use it. I'll paste it into chat, but once you're attuned to it, you have 7 charges. You may use an action to expend 1 or more charges to cast Fireball spell. And the spell save is automatically a DC 15 to half, because they get a dex to half it. For 1 charge, you can cast the 3rd level version of the spell, which is a standard, but for each additional charge you spend, you can increase the spell level by 1 level.
Oh damn.
Oh shit.
So theoretically, it could be many good powered fireballs, or it could be one really crazy explosion.
Is it going to be the delightful thing that, though, it's
Surprise, motherfucker.
thing that it might go boom?
The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges at dawn. If you use its last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, it crumbles into dust.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will paste it into the chat. There we go. So whoever ends up taking it, that is your thing. Oh, and you have to be attuned to it, so you have to have held it for at least an hour.
Now, I explained this to the whole party. For once, being helpful.
I kind of dismiss it and go, whoever feels more inclined. I tend to be a bit too close for this to be much use to me.
Don't worry about that. Not possibly good at all.
I will also say, I'm going to call it a night tonight at this point. However, before next week, I would like you all to level up, please.
Yay! Good.
Congratulations, guys. I mean, you pretty much aced Agatha, and then you walked in here and pretty much slaughtered everyone. Good teamwork was going on, good searching, there's a lot of cool rolls, a lot of rule of cool shit going down, a lot of good roleplay as well. So,
Aged Agatha with the 1 on persuasion. Yeah.
do you know what it was? And I'll tell you this, because this kind of thing bothers the piss out of me and anyone watching. You failed the persuasion, obviously, but having the comb naturally makes you succeed it.
Yeah.
If you had found her
Ooh.
earlier without the comb, and you had failed that, there would have been a battle.
Oh, okay.
And she's pretty scary, I'm not going to lie, she's pretty scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to call it a night there, but I believe you guys are currently level 3, so you'll be going up to level 4
Nice.
before
Yes.
next week.
Woohoo!
So we'll start next week. You guys can have a short rest with your characters. I suppose you could have a long rest, but that'll burn a lot of your day. You can decide that during the
Yeah,
week.
we ain't got time for that.
We can discuss
No,
it
sure, it's
in the
fine.
group. And then, yeah, we'll start next week with you guys being level 4. And I'm guessing, yeah, the old owl well. I hope everybody had fun.
Very much
yeah.
so.
I hope everybody
yes.
watching at home had fun.
Words for that bloody priestess, though.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when you talk to Sister Garia.
About to go down.
I will be back on Thursday at 9 PM with Dead Space for Thriller Thursday. I'll be back on Friday with Feels Friday with more Life is Strange. Oh no, it won't be. Shit. It's Empire this week. I'll be at LARP, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'll be here on Thursday, promise. After that, hopefully it'll be next Monday back with Curse of Strahd. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, my wonderful party. I hope you had a good night.
Always.
Thank you, DM.
Yeah.
And
Hoot hoot.
I will, I'll see you guys later. This is Clockwork SJ signing out for the evening. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Later.